Well, I have some exclusive news for Dublin City FM listeners because I'm here with award-winning children's author Emer Conlon from Dundalk, who won first place in the Writer's Digest in the Self-Published Book Awards in America, no less. And here to tell me more is Emer Conlon herself. So that must have been a massive achievement this year. How phenomenal that must have felt.
I know, I'm absolutely still super excited. I did a river dance when I found out about it, and it's amazing. And what makes it extra special is it's the first book that we published about 3 years ago, and because it was America, it was even more exciting. There's the competition out there is fierce. There's so many authors vying for position, and to get an award in the children's picture book category, which is very difficult to do, and we did. So it's very exciting times ahead, I hope.
It definitely is. And also you have a really cool website for Vroom-Town books, and definitely people should have a look online for this. But tell us the name of the site, also about the interaction and fun educational games that you have for kids, and also a link to all the books that you can get.
The website is vroomtown.ie, and yes, exactly, we've got a large number of games for children, and we have word puzzles, jigsaws at various levels, down from 8 pieces right up to 106 piece jigsaws. And we also have games where we're trying to get Bullydozer from one side of the quarry to the other, and Bullydozer is one of the characters in the book, and it's very exciting. I felt that
without getting blown up, I believe, by TNT or
That's
something.
Right, without getting blown up by TNT, and also without falling into rivers and streams that are in the quarries. But the beauty of it is as well that if children are going to be online playing games, they might as well be online in conjunction with an educational book. And there's lots to do online, and also, if the children want to get to exclusive areas of the website, they can join and become a Vroomer. They get a free t-shirt, and they get also sticker sets as well.
There'll be a 4th book, which I'm really excited to talk about later. But you have 2 of your books are published as Gaeilge as well, and they've been making waves for Shocked in the Gaeilge and the like.
That's right, exactly. And in actual fact, as well as the 2 Ask Gaeilge books, we do have an Ask Gaeilge version of the website, to be fair to the children who are reading the book Ask Gaeilge. Yes, so they're making waves as well. So we're kind of trying to cover all our bases, Helena, I think.
Your calendar year, you were telling me, is dictated by obviously the events. You have World Book Day. You also do story time for lots of libraries around Ireland, and also schools. What do you think about that, or how has the year progressed for you, I suppose, or how is it dictated?
Well, you move from one event to the other, literally, as you say, based on the calendar. And we've Shocked in the Gaeilge, then we've World Book Day in March, then we've the Easter holidays, so we're trying to do story times before that, and we do story times in libraries during holiday times and during summer library schemes up and down the country, from Wexford to Galway to Tipperary, Dundalk, obviously, Dublin, and everywhere in between. And then it's back to school, so then we focus, and we take our focus from libraries then back to school situations. And then October, of course, is Children's Book Festival month, so there's a huge amount of activity going on in both primary schools and in libraries, which I'm very honoured to say that I've been invited to various events throughout that month. And then, of course, we've got the run up to Christmas, dare I say it, and we're close to that now. So it's exciting times over the next few weeks with the award and trying to promote that, and then also with the brand new book that you alluded to earlier.
Really exciting stuff ahead. And also people can get in touch with you probably via Vroom-Town, or there's Facebook and Twitter as well.
Yes.
So it's really easy to get in touch if they want you for story time, but also to get your books really easy.
Absolutely, yes.
To talk about the award, there is going to be some things in the future that obviously you're going to get published in certain areas in America, but you'll get reviewed in like very prestigious magazines. Tell us about what do you get with this award?
Yes, so the prize package included a small cash award as well, which was great, but it also means that the Vroom-Town books are going to be reviewed in Midwest Book Reviewer. And
that's not Midwest in Ireland, just to put that out there. This is in America, a very huge place.
Yeah, not Sligo, although people are lovely in Sligo. Yes, over in the Midwest in America. And the thing is, to get a book reviewed is actually an incredibly difficult thing to do. So even to get a review is amazing. Anyway, we will also be listed and discussed and have an article in the Writer's Digest March-April edition, the physical publication, which the Writer's Digest is a sister of the Reader's Digest. So it's a very, very prestigious thing. And I still actually can't really believe that we've got first place, but I'm very excited about that. So there's a number of other things in terms of the award and blogs that people will be able to check out as well, and we'll be all listed, and this is all for the forthcoming year of 2017. Around March, April time is when the big announcements are made over there, so yay.
Also, just to talk about the Kindle and online games and things like that, does that help with your sales? But obviously the Kindle, does that hinder maybe the book to get bought and things?
Yes, yeah, I think that the fact that books etc. are online now, and that a lot of times children are reading from devices rather than actually turning the physical page. It's something to consider, but I really don't feel that it's going to hinder sales of children's books. I think children's books are read story times at night, or maybe on the laps of adults or whatever, or older siblings, and it's the whole experience of sitting there and sharing and turning the pages and see what's happening next. It's all encompassing as opposed to flipping a screen, and also there is a lot to be said for the fact that the devices make noise and everything, and that's very loud etc. at night when you're trying to get the children to sleep and to calm down. It's very
disruptive to their sleep, and even like maybe the lights of the screen. They say that you shouldn't really be looking at any phone or any device like that half an hour before bed. So reading a children's book on your lap is the most educational, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely.
But for the exciting finale piece of news and exclusive to Dublin City FM, Vroom-Town's 4th book.
Yes.
I'll let you say the name.
Okay, this is the first time I've actually said this. So the name of the book is Vroom-Town, The Adventure of Tang Arnold and His Monster Truck Wheels. So excited. Go
By
on,
Emer
Tang.
Conlon, of course.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I have to say, I love the two new editions, Tang Arnold there and Little Daisy.
Little Daisy. I think Daisy's going to break some hearts. She's a very strong, feisty character, and Tang Arnold is actually a really friendly, but he doesn't take any nonsense either. So he's coming into a situation whereby a couple of the trucks are maybe causing a bit of chaos, and he takes no nonsense. So you'll have to read the adventure to see what happens in the end, but I can guarantee it's going to be a great story for children.
But also to talk about how this idea came about. There's a story behind the name of Tang, and not many people who aren't interested in trucks would understand this, but it's a nice one to know.
Yeah, exactly. I came up with the name because with my day job I work in a Scania truck dealership, and when guys are really into Scania trucks in particular, they're called Tang just because of, the way they dress and their interest. It's just a bit of a slang term, but people would say, how are you Tang? So I thought, do you know what? Not that the population of the people who are going to be reading this book are really going to get it, but as you say, it's a nice thing to mention. I just decided to call him Tang Arnold, just a little nod to the truck business that I came from. Yeah.
And also, to reiterate, this is the brainchild of obviously the day job that you have, which is a very busy PR and marketing exec in this truck company. So looking out the window, you see kids in the yard and they look mesmerised at these huge machineries and trucks in the yard. Like, there was definitely a book in that. And not only that, you're on your 4th book.
I know. Fourth book,
now an award-winning author. I'm sure to see more. But in January, you are working on a new project, which is really exciting. And not to mention any big names or anything, but Nickelodeon might be sniffing around for a bit of a cartoon about Vroom-Town.
Well, yes, I met with Nickelodeon about a year and a half ago now, and that gave me the confidence, I suppose, to approach other large distributors, as if Nickelodeon wasn't big enough, but the Cartoon Network, etc. There's a little bit of an interest there in the book as a cartoon series, and I was advised to go and look for animation companies to take on board the project, because mainly the Cartoon Network distribute. So in January, when Christmas is over and Santa has delivered all the Vroom-Town books to all the children in the country, I'm going to focus again on and revisit the project of trying to get Vroom-Town noticed as a cartoon series. And maybe a movie, Helena, you just don't know what's around the corner.
This is it. Dundalk is well and truly on the map with award-winning children's book author of Vroom-Town. Definitely look at vroomtown.ie for the interactive games and educational games for your children, and also check out some of the beautiful books. And also award-winning books at this stage. So we'll definitely be seeing more of you, Emer, and also for storytelling around Ireland, do get in touch. Thanks, Emer.
Oh, thanks so much. Thanks for having me.